All right, hello, happy Monday, and welcome to the third week of class and third week of Physics 10. So I'm looking at Module 3. That's the one I have up on the shared screen. As you can see, we have a weekly look ahead. That's what you're watching here, or you're watching the conference. You can see we covered two chapters this week, chapters 6 and 7. Conceptually, these are the chapters that cover the conservation laws. So these are two very helpful techniques in classical physics. So think, everyday objects, falling objects, swinging objects, balls rolling down inclines. So nothing high tech. But these two classic conservation laws tell us that momentum and energy are conserved. And when you look at the lectures and watch the lecture videos, you'll learn that what momentum and energy are and kind of how to deal with them in different circumstances. The other thing I want to point out is that the Chapter 6 lecture video is up. The Chapter 7 lecture video will be going up today or tomorrow, most likely tonight, but worst case tomorrow. But all the slides are available. The last thing I wanted to mention was the essay questions, because we're into our third week of essay questions, and I know some of you have been submitting them. I'm going to go through and start giving credit to those of you that submitted. Under most circumstances, I'll give full credit. I will comment on the solutions. Sometimes it's a simple comment. If I feel like there's something that's been left out, then I can elaborate on that, kind of guide us as a class in the right direction. But I want to start giving credit to those of you that have submitted, and make sure that you are maybe reminded of the policy. If you did answer one that was already answered, and I'm not sure, I haven't looked. But if there are any that were answered by two people, I want to make sure that we're clear on this first come, first serve. The reason I don't grade them every week is because obviously they're not due until the date of the exam. So it's not top priority for me, but I do want to have an opportunity to start giving feedback on that. And the last thing, as far as the grade on the participation from posting on those discussion boards, because obviously it's graded, you get 10 points, is that since you only have to do a certain number of them, and the number is much less than the number of weeks, because I believe there's going to be 17 weeks of modules or 17 total modules, and you only have to do 4 of these, four total of these answers. I believe that's the number. I'm maybe make some of my classes, but whatever number it is, it's so much drastically less than the total number of weeks. So the way I make that work is I just drop the lowest 12, or however it might work out. And that's kind of an odd way to grade, and the grading system won't let me drop the lowest 12 until there are 12 assignments, which makes sense. So in the meantime, it's going to be kind of, you kind of have to think about keep track yourself whether you've done it. It will be automatically graded by the end of the semester, and by that point, the system will work fine. But in these early weeks, the numbers can look a little strange. The last thing about the grade book is that often assignments won't count as 0. They'll just the grade book will leave them blank. I go through and I'll manually fill in zeros, but no, if you miss an assignment, that is a 0, and you need to consider that in your grade. And you're welcome to ask me about that. Okay? But that's it. That's kind of what we're looking at. Just a couple more chapters. Continue with the flow. We have over a month until exam 1. All right, so let's open it up for questions.